Welcome to SES. In this video, you will learn where you can download our locking plan, how to fill it in correctly, and how to place your order without any problems. In a moment, I will show you where you can find the locking plan form, and then we will go into detail about the individual types of locking systems. You will get to know the structure of a central master key system, a central locking system, a master key system, and a grand master key system. At the end, you will have the opportunity to get a short overview on our most common mechanical cylinder products. You can find the locking plan on our homepage at www.ces.eu in the download section. Once you have opened the download section, you'll find various filter options on the right, and in addition to the locking plan form, you will find a lot of other useful product information there. It is worth taking a look. Here you can already see the original locking plan form. Please note that it is very important that only this form is used to order a master key system. Using other files or plan formats will delay the smooth and fast processing of your order. We will now fill in this table step by step. We start with a combination of a master key and a central locking system, a central master key system. Here you can see the simple structure of a central master key system. There is a master key that locks the central cylinder and at the same time the boiler room. The apartments A, B, and C have corresponding individual keys with locking authorization for the central cylinder. The requirement for this system is for an apartment owner to lock everything with one key, from the entrance door to the apartment door to the cellar, but it must not be possible for him to open other apartment doors. Let's have a look at how this is solved in the locking plan. We will now enter all important cells step by step. The start is always at the top left. The first question we ask ourselves is this a new system or an extension to an existing one? In this case, it is a new system. Please tick the corresponding box. In our example, the requested keyway is our DU5 profile. The type of system, in this case a central master key system, needs to be indicated next. If you order an extension in the future, please tick the box Extension and add the existing system number. If it is a new system, the cell with the system number remains empty, as you will receive this number from us along with your order confirmation. If you know your SES customer number, please add it here as well. If you provide information on your end customer or the project in the locking plan, it will be easier to answer questions or solve problems that might come up in the future. This was for the necessary basic information. Now, let's have a look at all the details. First, it is important to always enter the position number for each cylinder. In this case, we have 5, which we enter right away. Please do not enter anything under status. This column is only relevant for internal purposes. Under room and room usage, it is not necessary, but we recommend to enter something. This makes it much easier for you and us to get an overview on the project, especially with larger locking plans. The next field is the cylinder in key code 1. This cell can be filled with maximum 7 characters and is the designation for the cylinder and the corresponding individual key. If you need more than 7 characters for the designation, enter the additional characters under key code 2, starting with the 8th digit. Important: letters and numbers are possible in any combination, even slashes or crosses. Dots and dashes are not possible. Next, please add the number of cylinders you need for this locking under cylinder quantity. Under article number cylinder type, please enter our article number. We will show you the most common cylinder types with the corresponding article numbers at the end of this film. If the cylinder in this line is a knob cylinder, please add the knob type and finish code in the column Addition. In the case of position 5 in our example, the knob shape has to be selected. We chose HNF, which is our standard knob and finish. In column SA, please put any special equipment, such as wear-resistant or anti-drilling and pulling protection. For now, we do not put any special equipment, therefore the cell remains empty. The finish should always be indicated. Please use the table in the locking plan or use our finish codes. Our standard finish, which is brass matte nickel plated, is MMVG, or number 1 in the table. If other finishes are desired, add the corresponding code here. Under length inside, please fill in the inside facing length of the cylinder. Under length outside, please put the outward facing length. It is very important that you put the lengths correctly, especially when the cylinder is a knob cylinder with odd lengths. QM means mechanical key quantity, the number of keys for the respective cylinder. However, there is something to note here. If you have entered free for cylinder quantity, for example because you need free cylinders, and each cylinder is to receive free individual keys, then you may not enter only free keys in QM, but 9. The total number of keys required must always be entered here. QE stands for the number of electronic keys. We offer the possibility to combine electronic and mechanical cylinders with the help of so-called combination keys. If such a key is needed, you would enter the quantity here. Up on the right, you will have to put all superior keys. Under key name, nothing is filled in right now, but you could add a description for a master key. Simply fill in the name for the key in the cell. Under key marking, you have to put the actual marking of the key. This has to be filled out. The maximum is again 7 characters. The central cylinder, as an exception, is also listed here to show the function of the single keys. As you can see, superior keys are noted and read vertically, so you can see all locking functions at one glance. Now we fill in the needed quantity of superior keys. Again, E stands for electronic and M for mechanical keys. In our example, only one mechanical master key is needed. At the beginning, we stated that the MK only locks the central cylinder and the boiler room. This is indicated by these small circles right next to the cylinders of the main entrance and the boiler room. You can use the lowercase o on your keyboard. The I indicates that the keys of the cylinder open the central cylinder. The Z always stands for the central locking function. Now we have finalized the locking plan for our central master key system. Here we see a simple central cylinder system. The corresponding locking plan looks like this. As you can see, we have the same document again, only all relevant fields are already filled in. What is special is the note under special equipment. In this case, VF stands for wear resistant. Again, we see here the Z for the central function, and the individual lockings are marked with an I. By looking at this, we can tell that apartments A, B, and C lock in the central cylinder, but there is no locking authorization among them. Once again, as a reminder, reading direction for the master key is vertically downwards. With the individual keys, however, we have to read the plan horizontally, so apartment 1 can only lock itself and the central cylinder. Let's move on to a master key system. In this example, a doctor would like to lock his private apartment and his practice with only one master key. Therefore, we need to plan a master key system. The corresponding locking plan looks like this. Again, all the important information is already filled in, and we see a superior key up here. This is the MK, which closes both position 1, the apartment, and position 2, the doctor's office. Please note again the reading direction for the superior keys, vertically from top to bottom. This is the same in every system. At last, we will now look at a Grand Master Key system. The Grand Master Key system offers the greatest convenience for a large number of cylinders, as we can work with individual groups and integrate central cylinders as well. The locking plan for this looks as follows. The individual information is already filled in. Now we can see that the filled room designation is important, because if this is left blank, you can quickly lose track and errors in the allocation of locking authorizations can easily occur. In the example, we see different rooms of a hospital, and we can see that not every master key has a locking authorization for every cylinder. The master key 1.1, for example, can only lock the hard care unit and examination rooms 1 to 3, whereas the general master key, as its name suggests, can lock every door. We also see that only one GMK is requested. This makes perfect sense, because if a GMK is considered lost, the entire locking system becomes insecure. Always try to work with partial authorizations, so that you don't have to replace everything if a submaster key is lost. We can promise you one thing. The routine of filling in a locking plan is very quickly achieved. However, we are always happy to help you with any questions you might have. Now, as promised, we will take a quick look at our most popular articles. In the front, you will always see a sequence of numbers. This is the article number. We have the regular profile double cylinder, the half cylinder, and knob cylinder. Here you have to specify the knob shape when ordering. We did that in the first example. Then we have the profile double cylinder with a blind side and a locking function on the other side, the cam cylinder, and our padlock. That was just a brief overview. You can receive all necessary product information from your contact person or in our download section at www.ces.eu. We would like to thank you very much for your attention. We hope that we have been able to give you a better understanding of how CES locking plans work and are always available to answer any questions you might have. All the best and goodbye.